You talked about overcoming objections with sellers and how to transition from your normal wholesale offer into the Novation offer.
In its simplest form, you need to get the seller to agree to a 45 to 90-day settlement. The second thing you got to get is reasonable access. You absolutely have to have reasonable access to show the property to do a novation, right? Because we're going to sell it to retail buyers. And then number three, you have to disclose and get permission to take it to the open market, because it's going to be on Zillow, it's going to be on Redfin, it's going to be on, all these different websites, because we're listing it in the MLS to make sure that we get it in front of retail buyers. So those are the only three things you need to get a seller to be flexible. Because everybody goes, well, why wouldn't they just list it? You don't realize how many people will sell it to you for 30 grand less because they don't want to pay an agent $10,000? That's real, right? I don't need to agree with it. You just need to understand it.
Like advice or tips on if there's better conditions and price points to focus on for Novation. So median income, middle income stuff, that's the ticket.
Our primary exit strategy long ago flipped from, my buyers list to what I think is the best buyers list in the world, which is the MLS. Yeah, well, and before, when the market was going nuts, like literally the silliest thing you could do is wholesale property, because you could put it on the MLS and it would sell for 50, 60, 70 grand more than whatever you think your pocket buyer, your buyer's list was paying. I remember wholesaling deals and going, I can't believe Matt paid that much for that house. What the hell is he thinking? Right? I made 60 grand on that wholesale deal. And then I'd see 3 months later, Matt sold that thing for 50 grand more than what I thought ARV was. And I was, why did I wholesale that?
And we want everything dirty, distressed. Like somebody that might be a great candidate deal might not even call you because they think that their house isn't in that condition.
If you ask them what house flippers do, they generally think we buy really messed up houses from people that are losing their house. When we focus on that one little niche, we alienate literally 90% of the homeowner population. And it makes it really hard for us to have a sustainable business. The one thing about Novation is we're selling to retail buyers. The retail market has always been the prevailing market, right? Like when we went through the market correction in 2008, retail buyers were still out trying to buy homes. We focus at or around the median price in any market that we're in. I mean, since like 2015, there's been more buyers than there has been sellers. And when you're a seller, that's a good situation to be.
The problem with basing properties and trying to figure out ARV versus what you use, which I believe is CCRV?
Because ARV is a very discretionary number. There's a lot of variables that can impact that, right? You blast out a deal and you think ARV is 330 and 75% of people are going to go, it's less. They're never going to tell you it's more. It's this moving target. And did he do a crappy rehab? What level of trim did they use? CCRV, which in Novations means current condition retail value. Simple, it says if I took the property the way it looks today, I didn't touch it, I didn't sweep the sidewalk, and I listed it on the MLS, what would a retail buyer pay for it? That's a straight comp analysis. Any real estate agent that's in your market can do that in 10 minutes. And then all you're doing is saying, what's a reasonable margin from CCRV to the profit I want to make, and then I need to offer the seller below that. It's a far more predictable number.
I know, like the Brewer Method, what you're doing as far as coaching, mentoring, classes. Oh, you mentioned having documents and stuff.
Matt Andrews actually says the only reason you're not doing Novations is because you don't know how. We're moving the playing field. We're dealing with people that are distressed and motivated, and then we're selling to the opposite side of the emotional spectrum of people that are super excited about buying a property. So we're buying from people that can't wait to get out, and we're selling to people that can't wait to get in. That's the second time I've done that with you, where I came up with something. I should mark that down, right?
There's not a better tagline than that. That was awesome.
You're good at extracting this stuff for me. I should have a call with you once a week because you do a good job of nurturing my creative spirit. But that's literally what it is, right? We're buying from people that can't wait to get out, and we're selling to people that can't wait to get in.